Hey guys, hey! Welcome to Mondays with Mark. I'm Mark, and this is Smokey, Steve, and Mark. Oh yes, it is! Welcome back. It is great to see you. Tonight's video is all bottle themed. And let me tell you, it's a little difficult to do a whole video about bottles, but, well, okay, not really, and we are gonna have so much fun tonight, y'all. Oh my gosh, first of all, I have an brand new, exciting segment to share with you. We have an awesome DIY to do, and we're even gonna take another SSAM road trip, and it's all bottle themed. So, you know what? We have a lot to get to, so well, why don't we get to it? So I think what I'm going to do is maybe change into something a little more comfortable, move over to the chair, and you know what? Let's get caught up, okay? Come on. Okay. That's a little better. Oh my gosh, is it really, really nice to see you. How are you anyway? Of course, I hope you're well and happy and always positive, right? Gosh, I feel like today was such a rush. Well, I mean, heck, I feel like the last couple weeks actually were such a blur. Like, I don't even know what's going on, y'all. I don't know. I do think I'm going to take some time off of work, though. I think it's time. Steven and I probably aren't going to be able to go on a vacation this summer. You know, we have a wedding coming up, you know. So I think I may still take my vacation time and just do a staycation. Or maybe we'll just do a little one-day little getaway or something, you know. We got to save that money up for the wedding, you know, so I can't really justify spending it on a vacation right now, although it's really tempting, right? But I do think a staycation is in order to get my head together and finish up, you know, everything that's going on here in the house, you know. But we do have some updates for you, and we've decided that we're just gonna do a chit-chat video maybe later on in the week, get you caught up. We had some medical appointments and procedures over the last couple weeks, and I actually have one this Thursday. I'm getting a CAT scan, y'all, this Thursday, and some lab work done. So we'll do a video and update you on everything that's going on in our personal lives too, you know. So what's new? What's been going on? We have a fun lineup for tonight, and I want to get right to it. But first, I wanted to not really, you know, call somebody out, but there's a viewer. She's a self-proclaimed silent viewer. I guess she's a little shy, you know, and a lot of people are. A lot of people do just watch and don't comment or anything, but she had sent us a package last week, kind of like a housewarming gift for the kitties. We shared it in a mail call video last week. It was so awesome. It was like, you know, some toys and treats and a little aromatherapy thing for the cats. Well, Valerie, I don't know your last name, so I'm not gonna call you out or make you embarrassed or anything. The kitties just love what you sent them. I mean, Bandit was playing with that and look at Oscar. Oscar, he hugs his kitty toy and he sleeps with him all the time. So I thought you would like to see that. They really do like it. And Oscar, I'm happy to announce, he's getting a little more brave every day, just a little bit. Or should I say at nighttime, at like maybe 3 in the morning or something. Well, here, check it out. That wasn't But that cute. He is. He's getting a little frisky, you know, but it seems to be so late at night or early in the morning. He comes out and wants to play while I'm trying to sleep, but it's really, really cute. And he's been coming out in the morning too. He only gets as far as the bed though. He hasn't really come out into the rest of the apartment yet. And Bandit hasn't attacked him or anything like that, but Oscar is definitely afraid of Bandit. As soon as he sees him, he goes like down a little bit and he goes over and over and over again until Bandit goes and walks away. And that's what's been happening the last 2 weeks here with the kitties. but nah, they're absolutely adorable. So, all right. So I guess we're a little bit caught up. You know what? Why don't we get to everything that we're going to do tonight, okay? So I'm really, really excited to share with you a new segment that I also am calling Bottles Up. And how this came to be, I had been thinking about it for a while now, and most people here on the channel know that predominantly my entire life I've worked as a chef. Well, worked in a restaurant, you know. I'm the type of person, like, I'm built like, whenever I get into a place, you know, in a job, I'm never satisfied with just one position. I always have to learn all of the positions, right? And the restaurant field is like perfect for that because there are so many positions within that industry. You know, you could be a host, you could be a server, a dishwasher, and of course a cook. And even just within cooking, there's all kinds of different positions. A line cook, a pastry cook, a salad cook, a sauté chef, a chef de cuisine. You know, there's so many different ones that I've worked every single position pretty much in every restaurant that I worked at, including bartending. And I absolutely love bartending. You get to meet a lot of interesting people, and you can get really creative with the drink recipes, and I thought it would be absolutely just, I don't know, pretty cool to share some unique drink recipes and all things maybe bar and bottle related. So we've been getting some requests. You know, you never do any cocktails or anything. Well, it's no secret that Steven and I, neither one of us drink, you know. So, but I do appreciate a good artisan cocktail, you know, and I think that the creativity behind it is really awesome too. So that's pretty much what this new segment is all about. We'll take a look at making some artisan drinks. We'll take a look at maybe making some homemade mixers and like growing our own herbs for garnishes, things like that. The world of bartending is absolutely fascinating and super creative. And I only worked at one restaurant where I was only the bartender, and that was at the Rivers Club in downtown Pittsburgh, and they're the ones that facilitated my education to become a mixologist. So it was a really nice experience and something that I just kind of added to my repertoire. You know, you can always get a job cooking, serving, or bartending, right? You know, and I've done it all my life, you know. It's only been most recently that I left that field completely and I'm working in the field that I am in now. So anyway, so I'm gonna stop rambling on, and here's our brand new segment called Bottles Up. Oh, hey guys, hey, I am so excited to be doing the first episode in our brand new segment, Bottles Up. You know, some of my most cherished memories are from when I was bartending. You know, all the drinks you get to make and the people that you meet. It really was a great time in my life. And you know what? Drink recipes are as diverse and as creative as food recipes are. And, you know, of course we're going to make some yummy, yummy cocktails and beverages, but we're also going to take a look at making our own homemade flavored simple syrups? How about some infused spirits? Or our own artisanal garnishes and mixers? Oh, I just can't wait. And today we're starting it all off with an awesome summer recipe. We are gonna make a berry bliss wine punch. Oh, this recipe is so easy to make too. You know, wine punches, I mean, they're a fantastic and easy way to add a little bit of elegance and to serve a crowd, whether it's a shower or a summer party or even a wedding. You know, a wedding. Oh, wedding. Okay, it is really quite easy to make, and they turn out just delicious. Now, you know, wine itself is too interesting and too diverse to be just drunk on its own, right? I mean, whether you have a bottle of red or white or rosé, use it to mix up some fabulous cocktails. Well, like the one we're going to do tonight, our Berry Bliss Wine Punch. Shall we get started? Okay, for this recipe we need 4 simple ingredients. First of all, we're going to start with a bottle of rosé wine. Any flavor, your favorite flavor, will be just perfect. You can even use a non-alcoholic rosé like I'm doing today. In addition to that, you'll need some prepared frozen pink lemonade concentrate and about a cup of fresh blueberries, and we'll also need some lemon lime seltzer or soda. Any type of lemon lime soda will work just fine, okay? Now, like I said earlier, this recipe is super easy to make, and it does serve a crowd, so we're gonna make ours in a pitcher. So in your pitcher, check out how easy this is. All we're gonna do, add our pink lemonade concentrate right to that pitcher. Then we're going to add our blueberries. Now, if it happens to be out of season, feel free to use frozen blueberries too. It'll turn out just fine, okay? In addition to that, we're going to add our entire bottle of rosé wine. Nice! All right, now all we have to do at this point is give that a little stir until all of that lemonade concentrate kind of melts a little bit there, okay? There we go. And now we're gonna let these flavors marry by putting it into the refrigerator for 1 hour to chill, okay?
1 hour later.
Whoa, there we go. It's nice and chilled. Yes. Okay, now all we gotta do now is top our pitcher off with our lemon lime soda, just like this. And you can add as much or as little as you want, depending on your sparkling preference. We'll just say that, okay? I fill mine right to the top, and I also save my lemon lime soda for when we serve our cocktails, all right? So now all we do is give that another stir. It'll help to give it a stir every time you take it out of the fridge, okay? All right. Ooh, I can't wait to have this. And just fill our glass up, and that's it. Look, it looks so good. And then I top it off with just a little more lemon lime soda right on top. Give it a little extra fuzziness. All right, fizziness. And then we're just gonna top him off with a little garnish of a maraschino cherry and some fresh blueberries. And there you have it, our Berry Bliss Wine Punch. So, wanna make something? I know I do. I mean, it's been a minute, right? And we're gonna stick with our theme tonight. We have an awesome project, and we're gonna use bottles to make it with, okay? And wine bottles. Oh yeah, this one is so cool and actually pretty easy to make too. We are gonna make a hanging pendant light out of an old wine bottle, okay? So what do we need? Well, obviously, wine bottles. Now you can upcycle these. Just make sure you wash them out and make sure you thoroughly get those labels off. You're gonna need Goo Gone to do that. Ugh. Or you can even purchase them all ready to go. I got a case of 6 of these on Amazon for about $19. They're already clean and they came in 6 different colors too. Oh, I'm excited about that. Okay, in addition to that, you're going to need something to cut your bottle with. A regular glass cutter will work. You can just use it to score it, although you have to have a steady hand for that. Or you can get yourself a nifty difty bottle cutter, just like this. And I'd recommend getting one of these if you think you might enjoy doing glass crafts, you know, like glass that you need to cut, especially bottles, because it can be very, very tedious trying to cut a bottle. This makes it a lot easier. Again, I got this on Amazon. It was $26, but it was on sale for $18. And they come in all different sizes and prices too. Just do a little search and see which one that you might like. And all of them will come with a handheld glass cutter and some sandpaper and even gloves too. So it is a nice investment, especially if it's something you think you might be doing again, okay? And then you are going to need a light bulb socket, okay? Now, if you want to make this a completely upcycled or recycled project, just grab an old lamp and take the fixture out and use the light bulb socket with the wire attached, okay? Now, we'll have to do something a little different if you're going to use that, and we'll talk about that later. But check this out. I got these to use for this project. They're all plastic, battery operated, and they work by pulling them down. Ah, that's so cool. Check it out. I got a box of 4 of these at Big Lots, and it was $19.99. I had a $10 coupon, so I got it for $10. Pretty cool, huh? And it comes with 4 different ones in 4 different colors, just like this, okay? And again, you don't have to go to Big Lots. They have these online too. Amazon has them. A lot of places have them. And they run anywhere from $10 to $20, okay? It's really, really cool, and it makes this project easier too, because the cord is not an electrical cord. It's just a cord like this, and it fits nicely right through the wine bottle without having to like cut it and everything, all right? And really, that's about all you need to do this project. So why don't we get started, okay? It all begins with cutting our bottle. Okay, so I have my bottle cutter in place, and if you want to know how this works, the bottle cutter looks like this, and it has rollers here where you set your bottle on, and it even has a little arm here that's adjustable that slides back and forth for, you know, to make the size of the cut that you want, you know, and the cutter is right there. So to cut our bottle, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be taking our wine bottle, and it's actually going to be hanging upright just like this. So we are going to cut the bottom part off. Now, I measured already, and I did it like this because I want to have like it pretty long. I'm taking about 4 inches off of the bottom like this, and you'll see it won't work that way, okay, because the cutter's right here. Even if I brought it all the way to there, it's still not as long as I want. So I'm doing it with the top of the bottle placed right on the brace right here. And to operate this, you lay your bottle right on the rollers here, and my most secure part here are these 2 rollers in the center. So that's where I'm going to apply most of my pressure. So with a little bit of a downward pressure And over to my left over here where this brace is, we're going to want to keep it up against that, and apply just a little bit of pressure down and gently turn. And I'm going to be quiet now so you can hear this, okay? And it's going to make a score all around our bottle. Hear that? There's something so weird about that sound, huh? And anyway, we're just going to turn it all the way around until the score meets itself. Now, you don't want to redo it. You don't want to do it twice or 3 times. Just one score will be plenty. And there we have it. Our bottle is scored all the way around. Now, at this point, definitely check your score to make sure you didn't miss any places. Because if you did, even if it's just a fraction of an inch, it may not break right there, and you may have a jagged edge, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my bottles here. I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 of these, so I'm going to get started on that. And next, I'm going to show you how we snap the bottom off. Okay, now that our bottles are all scored, it's time to break them apart. And to do this, I have one container here, and that is filled, whoops, let's move this. That's filled with cold water, and this is filled with almost boiling water, okay? And the process is this. You're going to dip it right in the hot water there, and you're going to let the bottle heat up for a little bit, okay? Now, this water has to be at least 200 or more degrees, okay? And you want to keep the water at that temperature. So over on the stove, I have a pot of water going, because we're going to replenish that water in between each bottle and in between each dip. The purpose of this is to shock that little score line with an extreme temperature change, and that'll cause it to separate, okay? So after we heat it up and you can start feeling like the bottle will start to warm up a little bit, I would say maybe a minute or so, leave it in the water, okay? I think we're hot enough. So then we take it and we plunge it right in to our ice water, okay? And with any luck, our bottle should just separate. How about that? Ha ha! Very cool, huh? Now, don't be discouraged if it doesn't separate like that on the first try. Sometimes it takes 2, 3, sometimes even 4 dips to get your bottle to separate like that, okay? So no worries there. Just keep your water temperature hot, your other water temperature cold, and keep dipping back and forth, and you'll be just fine, okay? All right, I'm going to finish the rest of my bottles, and next, well, we got to sand the rough edges off, right? Okay. Okay, so we are done cutting our bottles. Look, it's so cool, huh? Okay, so I wanted to show you an example of how things can go wrong, okay? Yeah, I had a couple. Well, no, I just wanted to show you, for example, see how this one cut or broke off like that? Now, this is an example of I didn't have the water temperature correct. I didn't realize it till afterwards, but I temped my water, and the hot water was all the way down at 179. That will not work. It has to be 200 or higher for it to work. And like I said, leave it, sitting in the water there for 30 seconds to a minute until you feel the bottle start to heat up. I did this one real quick, and it was my first try, and that happened. I rescored it, but I didn't have time to see if I can get that bottom part off, because I wanted to show you that. Okay, here is sanding. So you want to get some sandpaper. Really, any sandpaper will do, but this is pretty good here. This is what they predominantly use this type of sandpaper wet, using it with water, but any type of sandpaper will work. And they also sell sandpaper specifically for glass too. And just with kind of firm, steady motion like this, you're just going to want to sand the entire, I want to show you. You want to sand the entire bottom the flat part of it all the way down, and then do the edges as well. Do it on an angle like this so you have a little, what do they call that, a bevel? I don't know. To kind of make almost a rounded edge to it in a way, you know? And make sure, safety first, you're always wearing gloves, okay? Because you don't want to have any cuts, all right? I got a little nick earlier on my finger. So, you know, we got to always wear gloves doing this, all right? So let's see, that one's done, and I think I already did this one. All right, so now our bottles are ready to go. Now we need to electrify them. Ha. So I showed you these earlier. Let's see, we'll use the green one. How about that? I showed you these earlier, and you just pull them and they light up like that. And y'all, it is as simple as this. Turn your bottle upside down, drop that cord right through there like that. Pull it up. And voila, you have a wine bottle pendant lamp. How crazy and simple is that? Look what. Love it. All right. So anyway, if you are going the total recycled route and you're going to use a repurposed socket, like from an old lamp or something, okay? Now, as you can see, you know, the top of our bottle here, it's very, very narrow and your plug is not going to fit through there. So you are going to have to remove your plug, put the wire through, and then put the plug back together, okay? If you don't know how to do that, just Google it or go on YouTube. There are a ton of videos. It's actually very simple to do. You just need a little screwdriver there, and you'll be fine doing that, okay? And if you use that type of socket, I would recommend attaching one of those little spinner switches somewhere on the cord, because you're not going to want to reach up inside here every time to try to turn it on, you know. So if you have a switch right on the cord, you know, it makes life a little bit easier, okay? So I have this space in our house, which I have no idea why they built it like this. They put this wall in there, a fake wall, and it's not centered, and I don't understand it. But on that right side there, I thought it would be perfect to hang our pendant lamps. So that's where I'm going to hang mine up, okay? So I guess enough talking, right? There you have it. Our repurposed wine bottle pendant lamp. I just love this. Oh, I could do this all night. Okay, not really. Wasn't that fun? How about that new segment, huh? Do you like it? Do you think it's something you'd want to see more of? I mean, of course, if you don't like it, I won't do any more of them, you know. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun to do, and you got to try that drink. I made it with non-alcoholic rosé, and it is delicious. It really, really is. And I've just been walking around with these, you know. I'm like thinking of all the things I could do with it. A pencil holder, I love that idea. But of course, I think I'm going to be making some homemade candles in all of these, because now I'm into bottle cutting, right? And I have my pendant lights hung up. I really love how they turned out, and a lot less expensive than buying them over on Etsy or Amazon. Gosh, they really look quite nice. I'm happy. So give it a try. Let me know if you do, okay? Remember to send in your pictures if you make anything we do, because every once in a while we share them on a video and let everybody know what everybody's doing, you know? It's pretty cool. So I hope you like that project, and I hope you like that recipe. And we've done other bottle projects in the past. I mean, we've made candles in bottles before. Remember, we made the bottle tree too. That was not last summer, but the summer before last for the garden. That turned out really nice. So I don't know, I think that's my latest little thing I'm into, you know, cutting bottles and bottle crafting. So we'll see what we come up with next. I still need an herb garden over there. We'll think about it. Anyway, so oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. I'm getting all tongue-tied. What are we gonna do next? Why don't we go on a little trip? What do you think? Oh yes, we have the next installment of the SSA SmokeySteveAndMarc summer road trip. I'm super stoked. And yep, it's bottle themed. Hey guys, this summer we're going on a road trip and we're taking you with us. Think small town USA, hidden America, even popular tourist destinations. And it all starts right now. As we continue our SSAM summer road trip, we're heading north from our last stop all the way to Simi Valley, California, and Grandma Prisbry's Bottle Village. As we explore Grandma Prisbry's Bottle Village, you're bound to be educated by, inspired by, and enlightened by this remarkable woman. Now, I first stumbled on the Bottle Village while watching one of my favorite TV programs, Weird Homes, and I was blown away, not only by the Bottle Village itself, but by this truly innovative and lovable woman, Grandma Prisbry herself. Tressa Grandma Prisbry began building her Bottle Village in 1956 when she was 60 years old. She and her husband had moved their trailer onto a 1/3 acre lot in Simi Valley, California, and Grandma needed a place to keep her pencil collection. Appearances aside, Bottle Village began as a practical need to build a structure to store her pencil collection, which eventually numbered over 17,000. But since there was no money left for construction materials, Grandma Prisbry drove her Studebaker pickup truck down to the town dump and came back with a truckload of bottles. And she began building.
I used to be in politics in North Dakota, and I had 17,000 pencils when I come from there. It was my hobby. I went to get cement blocks to build this house for my pencil. My God, they were so expensive, so I went over to the dump. And I thought I'm going to make it out of bottles. And every place we went, I seen it with bottles, I picked them up. And I counted my bottles here a while ago. I took 2 days off and counted them, and I have 1,015 bottles. That's quite a lot. I haven't got that many now, they're broke, but that's what I had.
Many other structures followed, including the Leaning Tower of Bottle Village, the Doll's Head Shrine, Cleopatra's Bedroom, and even a bottle wall to keep away the smell and dust from the adjacent poultry farm. And Grandma loved showing off her work to anyone who would pay 25 cents for a walking tour, room through room, building by building along her famous mosaic walkway, and that consisted of additional materials found at the town dump. Often the tour would end in the meditation room, where she would play the piano and sing risque songs from the 1920s.
When we get all through showing the people around, I bring them into the meditation room, and we sit down and I sing a little bit. Did you ever hear Let the Rest of the World Go By? I'll sing it for you, huh? Because I can't play it on the piano. To a ball I did go, where gowns were cut low, held up only by a strap. There was one I liked best, it was odd, I confess. It was made out of a map. Now, Bottle Village aside, Tressa Prisbry's life story is just as fascinating and at times truly heartbreaking. Tressa Prisbry was born in the farming community of Easton, Minnesota. The youngest of 8 children, she soon moved with her family to North Dakota, and at the age of 15, she married 52-year-old Theodore Grinolds. The couple had 7 children before he died in 1931. By 1947, she had moved to Simi Valley, California, and married a local man, Al Prisbry. They eventually bought a small parcel of land just downwind of a nearby poultry farm, and the rest is history. Now, in her lifetime, death struck 6 of her 7 children, both of her husbands, a fiancé, and all but one of her siblings.
That being said, on one level, Bottle Village was a constructive approach to transforming discard and sorrow into something more. In fact, many of her structures were made in honor of people who she lost in her life, including the Headlight Garden, which was made for her 25-year-old daughter, who was diagnosed with and later died from cancer. With her health failing, Tressa Grandma Prisbry left her Bottle Village for the last time and moved to San Francisco in 1982 to live with her one remaining daughter. She died 6 years later, and her last words, "I'm going home to my Bottle Village." In 1994, the Northridge earthquake struck some 8 miles away from the village, and many of the structures were badly damaged. But many efforts have been made to repair the damage and upkeep the property. The Preserve Bottle Village Committee, a nonprofit organization, was founded to acquire and restore and protect Grandma Prisbry's village. Its long-term objective is to allow public access on a regular basis to a newly improved and restored Bottle Village. So, Bottle Village is not just a one-of-a-kind, quirky, fun, and brilliant approach to recycling and construction. It's also a bold and personal statement to the importance of creativity in everyday life. At Bottle Village, art does not just reflect life. Art and life merge. Wasn't that nice? I tell you, I was really moved by her story, and she reminds me a lot of my grandmother. I mean, she looks like my grandmother too, you know. So it was a little almost sentimental to me when I kind of stumbled upon the Bottle Village, you know, and it's definitely on my list of places to see in person. I really would like to go there and see it in person, you know. What a wonderful, just a remarkable woman. I mean, you know, there's so much more to her story too. So if you want to, like, you know, look it up and read some articles about her, it's really, really fascinating. Her life story is fascinating for real. So, well, I hope you liked our latest stop on our summer road trip. We have a couple more to go too, and I still have one left that I'm still trying to decide on. So if you have a place that you would like to visit, definitely comment below and let us know, okay? And if it's your hometown, who knows? We may just come to your hometown for our next road trip stop. No, I do love doing those little segments, though. It's creative, it's fun, it gets me out of my head, you know? And I really hope you enjoy them, too. So, well, my goodness, did we do a lot tonight. I wanted tonight to be a little more involved because, you know, last week it was just all me sitting here talking to you, you know, and thank you so much for everybody who watched it and, like, watched it to the end. I really appreciate that. I do. I hope you had fun tonight, and I don't know. I guess that's it. Everybody, thank you so much for spending your time with me. It really, really does mean a lot. Definitely hit that subscribe button too, okay? And hit that notification bell so you know when we have a new video coming out. Check us out over on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll post the recipe for our drink recipe tonight, and I'll post the project over there too with all the directions. You can just, you know, screenshot it or download it and print it, and then you'll have a copy right in front of you, you know. And all of our contact information is listed right down below. That's our P.O. box for regular mail, and our email. If you have any questions on anything we did, just shoot me an email and I'll get back to you, okay? I am still struggling keeping up with all the messages, but I'm getting through them. I really am, you know. Maybe another week or two or 3, and I'll be caught up. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you again, everybody. I had a great time. I hope you did. And remember, above all else, everybody, stay positive, okay? Tell everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye!